Welcome back, Generals, to this Tuesday edition of the 5-Star News. I'm Cooper McKee.
And I'm Mason Dodson. We're going to start you guys off like we always do with some heritage happenings. Here's Nathan McCoy and Pierce Monroe.
Thanks, guys, for that intro. Now, let's jump right into some Tuesday announcements. Attention seniors, if you have not applied for college or need help, there will be a Dalton State College application assistance this Wednesday by appointment here at Heritage. Sophomores, there will be a meeting about class rings this Wednesday, the 2nd. The meeting will be in the theater at 10:45 to 11:30. Now, let's get you over to Pierce for your weather forecast.
Thanks, Nathan, for those great announcements. Now on to your 3-day weather forecast. Tuesday it will be sunny with a high of 65 and a low of 32. Then on Wednesday it will be sunny with a high of 71 and a low of 36. And finally for Thursday it will remain sunny and there will be a high of 71 and a low of 40. So be ready for a sunny week. Now let's get you back to our anchors for more news.
Thanks for the report, guys. Moving on to the news now. We had our annual Nicaragua trip last week.
Really? Where can I learn more about this trip, and I wonder how much they enjoyed it?
Well, we had 5-Star News reporters Ethan Anderson, Emma Youngblood, and Penner Alton with more on the trip.
Just got back from Nicaragua on Saturday, had a really good trip, had 13 students and 5 teachers that went down. It was a combination between the HOSA kids and some AP Spanish kids. The AP Spanish kids spent a lot of time in the English classrooms, helping to teach English to the students.
Our Spanish kids were able to work with a lot of different groups, a lot of different students with their Spanish skills and English skills, vice versa. So it was an excellent trip. It was a fun trip.
The HOSA kids spent time in the clinic doing health screenings, helping with our nurses that are in the clinic, and then going out to elementary schools to teach different lessons on hygiene and healthy living.
All right, so our hosts and AP Spanish students just came back from Nicaragua, and we had a fabulous time. Everything went smooth and great. So the HOSA kids actually got to work in the clinic down there, so we got to be with the nurse and the doctor and just kind of see patients throughout the day and to kind of let us see how their healthcare system works.
And we were able to work in the clinic and work in a lot of the schools and work in the school at KBMCI that's right there on site.
The kids had a really good week. They did a really good job. There was just an incredible mutual benefit where we were able to spend time and build relationships with the students at Katie Beth School. However, those students were also able to build relationships with us and teach us a lot of really valuable lessons. I think all of our kids have came back different than they were when they left. I think they're taught lessons of gratitude, lessons of humility, lessons of identity. I think they just learned a lot about who they were and who they wanted to be, and just a really powerful week for the kids, and really proud of the effort that they made. Did a really good job just loving on people and building relationships and doing the stuff that matters the most. So excited for them, excited for the ones that want to come back, and excited for the ones that are excited about their area of study even more than they were when they left. There's a couple students that are even, their experiences even caused them to reconsider some postgraduate opportunities for themselves. And it's just a really good week. Super proud of them, and can't wait to get some of those guys back.
Okay, so I think it benefits our students because it's a different perspective on how other people live in different countries, and so it makes us more grateful for the things we have and for our lifestyle. So it was just a great trip, and I'm very grateful to be able to go on it. And then while we were doing that, we were also doing a health screenings on all of the students at KBCMI. And KBCMI is this school down in Nicaragua that we built. So all of our HOSA kids pitched in together, and we all did hemoglobin checks, scoliosis, height and weight, just to kind of see if any of the kids need any extra health measures. So like if they needed vitamins, if they need iron tablets, anything like that. So we saw all the kids at KBCMI, and we got to kind of see where they were at in their health.
Have you heard about the stuff going on in Crane's class?
Not really. I heard it had something to do with human trafficking safety, though.
That's what I heard too. Here's 5-Star News reporters Shane Davis, Brady McBriar, and Noah Crittenton with the report.
They literally feel like they don't have a choice, even though there is a sense of agency, there is a sense of responsibility. They are making certain choices.
Last week we paired up with public safety while Mr. Crane was at Skills USA. We had a guest speaker, Morgan, from the CAC, the Children's Advocacy Center. She did some training on human trafficking. I felt like it was important for our students to be able to recognize possible victims of human trafficking. She covered that quite well. My EMR students will actually go on to the FEMA website. There's 3 units. Once they complete those units, they will have a certificate from FEMA plus continuing education credits.
The sexual assault awareness thing that we went through in our second block criminal justice investigation. One thing I can say about it, a reflection on it, it was very well constructed. I did learn a lot from it, and I do plan on using it later in the future. She talked about like attributes that people look for, offenders, and it brought on a sense of urgency, to be honest. A lot of people are going through dealing with sexual assault, sexual trafficking, and it brings sort of an open mind view to it. I feel it's a great thing to take. I feel like if you want to, or if you feel the need to, go ahead and take it because it will help you.
Not only across the United States, but cases that have happened here in Catoosa County. The CAC works closely with law enforcement to help victims that may be a part of the human trafficking movement.
Thanks for the safety tips, guys. And moving on now, last weekend we had a bunch of career classes go down to Atlanta to compete in the States USA competition.
Yeah, I heard a little bit about that.
Well, do you know who won or who competed?
I don't know, but here's 5-Star News reporters Ian Gonzalez and Andrew Amick with the report.
Next, our winners in Skills USA Georgia Pin Design Contest. In bronze, Ashley Villagomez from Appalachia.
This year we went down to Atlanta and we competed at the Georgia World Congress Center. Well, we took several different competitors down there. We took 2 competitors down there for architecture and engineering. We also took a team of kids from the criminal justice class that competed in the quiz bowl, and then we had 2 students compete in t-shirt design and pin design.
This will be the end for this year, but we are going to have some other Skills USA activities. There's going to be a ping pong tournament and things like that to raise money for the people that are going to go next year and compete again. So we'll definitely do it again next year.
Okay, Lily Robinson competed in the t-shirt design.
Your finalists in t-shirt design: Lily Robinson, Catherine Brooke, Abby Paver.
Bella Jones competed for the pin design. As far as how she finished, we don't know yet. They haven't released all of the different standings. Makai Hall did the architectural drawing. We don't know how he competed yet. They haven't sent that information out or how he finished. And then Adam Atkinson, he competed in the technical drafting section.
So I competed in the Skills USA Georgia Commercial Contest. I don't think I placed top 3. I made a commercial with a couple of other students. We worked pretty hard on it, but we were a little unprepared, and I think that cost us a lot. But it was a fun experience. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I tried, and hopefully it's better in the future.
Thanks for the recap, guys.
And stick around for the sports recap, because after this commercial is sports.
That's right, Alex and Anderson are going to get you caught up on our girls' huge basketball win, the boys' new basketball coach, and baseball updates.
So stick around. Sports is next.
Oh my God, Jacob. Of course I'll go to prom with you. And you should too. But you know why you should go to prom? Well, it's prom. Why wouldn't you go? And you only get 2 chances, so why waste them? And if you're worried, don't, because by the end of this, you'll be a bona fide prom expert. On April 23rd, at the Collegedale Commons, we'll be holding prom. And you know, you should go to prom. After all, you don't have to have a date to go to prom. You could just go by yourself or even with a group of friends to have some fun. And after all, seniors get in free. And while juniors do have to pay, both juniors and seniors can bring one guest if approved by administration. And just to reiterate, you should definitely go to prom. After all, it just won't be the same without you there.
Welcome into sports, everyone, and you are going to love our segment today.
I think so too, Alex. We have so much to get to, so let's get it started with girls basketball.
Coach Elkins' ladies got off to a great start in the tourney last week when they pulled off a big upset on the number 2 seed, Luella, last Monday night.
Yep, and that win earned them a home game this past Friday against Monroe.
And a win against Monroe would vault our girls into the Elite Eight. How did this one turn out?
Well, let's just say if you missed this one, you missed out on what ESPN calls an instant classic.
Here's our very own Coach Green with the story.
Taj was jumping last Friday night as our Lady Generals took the floor in the GHSA State Sweet 16 basketball tournament against Monroe. And it was Monroe, in fact, that jumped out to the early 8-point lead, 17-9 on this layup by their big post. But Coach Elkins' girls didn't back down at all. In fact, they stepped up their game from long distance, hitting not one but 9, count on 9 3-point shots in the first half alone. 4 by Brooke Matherly, and those threes helped the girls take a 33-31 lead into halftime.
And we're knocking down shots right and left, and Brooke and Aaliyah and Mock and Gracie and Courtney and Riley and the whole gang kept us in the game in the first half with shots.
Second half was really tight, back and forth playoff basketball all night long. Every time Monroe would score, our ladies would get it right back, setting the stage for a wild fourth quarter. The Generals would take a 4-point lead into that fourth quarter at 44-40, but Monroe would battle back and reclaim the lead 47-46 with only 16 seconds left in the game. That's when Coach Elkins called a timeout and put the game in the hands of senior point guard Gracie Murray.
Drawing up something that's kind of hard to do for kids, but they run it. And I thought, 2 games in a row we got down late. We're down tonight with 16 seconds left and managed to make the play when we needed to.
It was kind of just a quick play drawn up for me to make a decision, 2 screens, and then I was supposed to just get downhill, which I did, and I was able to get the ball to the right people.
Yeah, so basically in the timeout, our coaches drew up a play for what our point guard needed to do and gave her options to who to look for.
And Murray delivered, penetrating between 2 Monroe defenders and finding Lauren Mock alone on the block. Mock's layup was good and she was fouled. Her free throw would give the Generals a 49-47 lead with just 5 seconds left in the ball game. Monroe did have a chance to tie or win on the last possession, but great Heritage defense by Riley Kokenda and Macy Collins prevented the layup. Heritage wins at 49-47, and we talked to some happy Generals after the game.
Here's the thing, last year we would have lost that game. And that's the difference in a game and a team being mature and doing what we have to do win.
Very exciting. It was almost like a flashback to my freshman year, except I was more involved this time, and it was an amazing feeling.
And I kind of just threw it up with a prayer, and I got an and one and made my free throw to seal the deal. So it was just really exciting and really just a fun environment and a great way to end the game.
And left them a little bit too much time on the clock because that last 5 seconds is the longest 5 seconds of my life. But I'm so proud of them.
Great job, girls. Definitely a classic, and good luck tonight in the Elite Eight down at Marist.
Sticking with basketball and our boys team now.
Yes, Alex, and it was an end to an era here at Heritage last week when news came out that our one and only boys coach Kevin Terry was resigning from that position.
Coach Terry led the Generals for 14 seasons and compiled a win-loss record of 209 wins and 167 losses.
That includes a region championship in 2021, 3 region runner-ups, and 3 times the team finished 3rd in the region tourney.
And Anderson, Coach Terry's teams qualified for the state 8 times in his 13 years.
Certainly numbers to be proud of, but as Coach Terry leaves, the school has made its longtime assistant, Chris Height, the new coach.
We talked to Coach Terry, Coach Height, and our athletic director yesterday for more on the story.
as you're probably aware, Coach Kevin Terry has resigned as our head coach of our basketball program. We're extremely grateful and proud to have Coach Terry to have led our program from the beginning. So he's the only head coach we've ever had in program history. The number of of course we won the region championship last year, and the number of state playoff appearances and wins are very impressive with his resume. But I know one of the things that historically that has been a strength of his is his relationship with his players. I know a lot of the alumni I've spoke to, throughout the year as the news has kind of come out about him, stepping down and stepping away from it is just gratitude and, just an overall feeling of being thankful for being able to play for Coach Terry. So we appreciate everything he did. He always represented our program with class and dignity and did things the right way. And so I'm happy for him because if you're not aware, Coach Terry is also one of our head coaches along with Coach Peters of our girls soccer program. So he will stay in that role moving forward as well. So
this basketball season was my last season. Been the head coach since we opened up 14 years ago. So 14 wonderful seasons, a lot of great memories, a lot of great players through the years, and just good times on the buses and at Zaxby's and practice and games. Had some good times. Won one championship, won a bunch of second place and a couple third places. Won a lot of games here over the years, and it's just a lot of fun with the guys. Gonna miss it terribly, but it's time to move on. And for me, and it's time for the program to kind of move on. Coach Height's ready to take over. He's been here. I think he's been with us 12 years now, so his whole career he's been here and been an assistant. And he's gonna do a great job. He's super smart and he's really passionate about it. The kids love him, so really excited to see what the future holds for Heritage basketball under Coach Height.
I'm very excited. Just an opportunity to lead young men, something I'm passionate about, and very excited to be their leader.
And we're also very excited to. I know as an athletic director, it's always very nice and comforting to know you've got an ace in the hole, so to speak, with a coach in waiting. And it was an easy decision to promote Coach Height. Coach Height, of course, has been in the program for I believe 12 years. And does a phenomenal job for not just for our basketball program, but our football program. And he's already got a lot of new initiatives and things he wants to get going with our program.
Well, we have a lot of athletes on our basketball team. A ton of length coming back, ton of athleticism, some really good people in that locker room. I'm just looking forward to getting out there with them, leading them, and just getting ready for the next year.
Congratulations to Coach Terry on a great career.
He's always been great to our show, and we loved watching his teams play here at the Taj.
Yep, and good luck to Coach Hyde as well.
To baseball now, and our Generals had a pretty busy weekend.
Sure did, Alex. Coach Beagle's team hit the road Friday to tangle with crosstown rival Ringgold before coming home Saturday for a non-region matchup with North Murray.
Could our boys get back on the winning track? Let's find out in this report from five-star reporters Brandon Hamilton, Brody Irvin, and Charlie Williams.
Yeah, to recap our win at Ringgold Friday night, it was a good outing for the whole club. It was good to go over and kind of bounce back from Thursday night over there. But it all started on the mound for us on Friday over there. Junior pitcher Landon Skeen for us threw extremely well through 6 innings, struck out 9 through 6 innings. So he really kept them in check, and we surrendered a run in the first inning even without a hit. But after that, kind of locked things down for a good while. Really until the 7th inning, but we were able to kind of claw our way back into that game and get some runs late in that game. Got 1 in the 6th and 2 in the 7th. So taking a 4-1 lead into that inning there, and then we got some help closing the game out with J.C. Armour and Jonathan Glover on the mound. So made some solid plays defensively and ran the bases extremely well in that game. So it was a good win for us. Guys were excited about kind of getting that back and going over and taking care of business there. So very proud of that effort there that we had there.
We traveled to Ringgold High School Friday and played the Tigers. It was a really tough game. It was a really close game as well. Bases loaded in the 7th inning, but we somehow got out of the jam and ended up winning 4-3. We had a lot of players that played really good. Landon Skeen pitched amazing for us, lights out. I mean, he couldn't have done any better. J.C. Armour came in, got 2 outs for us, and Jonathan Glover finished it off to get us the victory. Saturday, we played North Murray at home. Everybody hit a crazy good. I think the score ended up being 16-1, so that was pretty good. I'm proud of my team, the way we played this past weekend, so it's going to have a lot of momentum for us going on into our other games.
So last Friday we went to Ringgold after losing the first game. We knew we had to hit good and play defense, and that's what we did, and we ended up winning 4-3. And then the next game, Saturday, we played North Murray at home, and we had to get over some weather, but we ended up coming out with a win.
Saturday, we played here Saturday in the rain against North Murray. Kind of built on what we had done on Friday night and had a lot of offense on Saturday. I think we had a total of 16 hits. Garrison May was our pitcher on Saturday. I think he limited the Mountaineers to only 2 hits throughout the entire game. So a lot of guys swung it really well. Candace Stafford, Landon Skeen, Gage Shaver, Max Owens, several guys in there swung it well, had multiple hits for us, and did well at the plate. And again, took care of the baseball defensively and made some plays, and that's good to see. Moving forward, still just need to continue to play well defensively. This time of year, we move a lot of folks around and split games up on the mound. It forces guys to have to play multiple positions. So that's our big thing now, is just knowing what those roles are, being secure in those roles, and knowing and executing appropriately.
Last week, the middle school held an 8th grade fair. Have you heard anything about that, Cooper?
No, but it did seem like a lot of the 8th graders had a lot of fun.
Well, here's more on that report with 5-Star News reporters Ben Dineski.
So we're headed over to the middle school to set up for a club fair. So there's going to be multiple people from here that are setting up for all the clubs and classes that we offer here at Heritage to recruit some 8th graders to join our programs. We think it's going to benefit us so that we can get some new faces into our programs and keep those programs going, and then also benefits the 8th graders so that they can get involved here at Heritage and make new friends.
All right, yeah, the 8th grade fair actually last Friday was an awesome opportunity for teachers like me in the Career Tech Department to kind of showcase what we have going on in our program. I let one of my 4th level students, Ben Dineski, go over with Miss Parker's group to talk to the 8th graders, and he was just able to talk to some of them about what this class is all about that we do down here in broadcasting, and hopefully it opened their eyes to some of the things we have going on over here, not only in my program, but just for the rest of the school in general. And I think it's a great thing for us to do. I know we did that a long time ago, but it's a good thing to be able to do it again this past weekend, and hopefully it benefited our teachers here and also the 8th graders that are coming up to our school next semester or next year.
So basically it benefits us here at the school by getting more people to take these classes and getting the classes to become more popular. And it benefits them at the middle school by hopefully being able to try new things, figure out what they want to do whenever they graduate high school.
So for journalism, for this semester, our class is of like 7 people. And we're not a highly valued class, and I hopefully with Caden Page, 2 of our amazing seniors, and Cade's very bubbly personality, we can draw some more people in and hopefully, expand the website and yearbook, because honestly, it's a struggle getting it all done.
So we're presenting the musical theater and drama programs, and we're just kind of introducing it to the middle schoolers and hoping that y'all come and try out for the theater programs.
So for SGA, we do a lot of homecoming things, and especially homecoming, like we help the week and we plan it out, and we also help with prom and a bunch of other stuff. So you should definitely think about joining, because we definitely need the help and it would be amazing. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here with helping represent senior class officers, or just class officers in general, and really what we do is we help plan pep rallies and activities throughout this school year, and once you get up to like your junior year, you can help plan prom, and senior year you help do like t-shirts for fundraisers or senior activities all throughout the school year, and it's really fun.
I expect to get a lot of opportunities from this club and making new experiences, especially having different connections with everybody.
I am interested in learning about which club I'm interested in joining in high school.
That fair definitely looked interesting.
Right, well, we're going to go ahead and move you guys on now to our favorite entertainment segments.
That's right, we got HHS Hidden Talents. Did you hear who they have this week?
I'm not 100% certain, but I think they have an artist on deck.
Well, let's see who Seth Futch and Owen Bryant got this week on HHS Hidden Talents.
I'm Seth Futch.
And I'm Owen Bryant.
And this is Heritage Hidden Talents.
7th edition.
It'd be drawing. I like to doodle a lot, so nothing too big, but mainly superheroes. Probably, I think around the first grade. It just helps me to relax, and it brings out a bit of creativity. Best thing I've drawn, it was like 1 or 2 years ago. It was a picture of Darth Vader.
If you have or know anyone with hidden talents, email us at jgreen.hhs@catoosa.k12.ga.us.
Those are 2 hidden talents I definitely didn't know about. And moving on now, we had Alex and Anderson rate local restaurants. Do you have a favorite restaurant, Cooper?
I don't know, but Olive Garden's got some pretty fire breadsticks.
That's a pretty good choice. Here's 5-star news reporters Alex and Anderson.
I'm Alexander Bedwell.
And I'm Anderson Britton.
And this is Bedwell and Britton's Belly Review, Episode 1.
And today, we're going to be reviewing El Cactus. We're starting you guys off with Christian Morris. And we'll be talking a little bit about El Cactus, the Mexican restaurant down in Fort O. So, when's the last time you've been to El Cactus?
It's definitely been a few weeks, probably about 2.
And what do you normally get when you go to the Cactus?
You have to go with the classic Chipotle burrito.
Now we're here with Ryan Heat, and we're going to be talking about El Cactus. So, when was the last time you've been to El Cactus?
I actually ate there 3 days ago.
Interesting. So, do you go there quite often?
I go there about every week. Me and Anderson Britton actually went there in the summer probably about almost every day.
Wow. I bet that pocket was getting dry quick.
That's a really good choice. And, service and food quality and pricing, what score would you rate the Cactus?
If you get the one waitress that sucks, I give their service 3 out of 10. She got mad when I asked for another water. Overall food quality, pretty solid, 8 out of 10. Price, I'm going to go 7 out of 10 on that one.
So since you're such an avid eater at El Cactus, what do you normally get whenever you go there?
Chicken, cheese, and rice, that's a special, man. I mean, me and Anderson went about every day in the summer. It was just fantastic food.
The classic chicken, cheese, and rice. Now, out of 1 to 10, what would you rate El Cactus with service, food quality, and everything combined?
I'd say 9 out of 10. It's one of the better restaurants around here. The food is really good. I'd say the food's 10 out of 10, but the pricing's a little up there, so I'd give that about 5 out of 10. But everything else, the service is great, and I recommend it to y'all. So,
thanks for tuning in to Bedwell and Britton's Belly Review.
Until next time, eaters.
Have you ever tried El Cactus?
Yeah, I personally like it. And all in all, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this Tuesday edition of the 5-Star News.
Yep, and we'll be back next Friday, so until then,
stay classy, Heritage.